Alright, hey folks, back again. Been doing some streaming stuff here, playing some Vampire Survivors clones, and moving away from the PC for a moment to play a bad one of these on PlayStation. It's also on Steam, and I forget what else it's on, but it's on PS5 and PS4. Not a cross-buy game, so you don't get both for one price, but it was on sale for under $2, and so I couldn't help myself. I got it accidentally for the PS4, then got the PS5 version. It's a very bad game. So much so, the PS4 version doesn't even have this. It's one of the trophies is for doing a weapon evolution. It's all the same trophies, so I know all what they are. Evolved weapon. And so you don't have this thing that says like, hey, this is what you need to do this upgrade on this stuff. So you click on that, this will tell you like the specific items you need for that, which I've not really gotten even to the point of doing that. Yeah, I bought all of this. This is all the shop stuff. So all your money from here on out, you use to buy characters. So yeah, she's okay. What's the Necromancer? Yeah, the Necromancer is broken, completely broken. I'm going to buy that. So we'll just play with the Knight. But yeah, you need to beat each of these in the regular mode. And the hard mode here is also the other thing. So we'll play this stage. So it's 3 stages essentially. You just play on the easy, which has a lesser amount of time to play. You can see here it's 24 minutes versus 12. So... Oh, I'm not hearing the audio here. Okay, you're getting it. I don't know, I play too much with the music on this. Let me just double check how it's sounding. Alright, sounds fine. It's not anything to write home about, but you're not auto-shooting. You're picking a direction. Yeah, the reason that Necromancer doesn't is broken. Okay, so I can get this, so I get 2 shots. The Necromancer's attack only goes one direction. It never works in any other direction, so if you're trying to play as that character, it doesn't work the way that I think it's supposed to. Okay, all you're seeing... How about I move over to the left side? So the XP bar here, so you can see what, at least when it's about done, but... They're kind of just moving around here, taking out enemies, picking up health stuff as you go, as you level up. It gives you 3 things to pick, you know, unsurprising. This game doesn't have any secrets or anything. As you can see, as I've laid out in the Halls of Torment video, there's like 2 different types of these games. There might be more. I haven't dug into these too much to deviate other things to separate them, but there's either a long list of unlocks or a huge skill tree. This, well, technically I outlined a 3rd one that is really simple. This is really simple. Rependium was the one on console. There's an archive of that on our YouTube channel that I am very much like. It's pretty simple, but it works pretty well. It looks nice. It does all that stuff pretty good. So when you are done unlocking stuff, you just put money into... you can re-roll those, the random options for that stuff, but these chests, it's 1 item. You can either skip it or take it. So this one will pull those gems to me. I don't have much range on this, so it's pretty poor. But yeah, the shop is universal and doesn't... once you get pretty decent at this game, it's very low skill on that. At this point, I'm working towards unlocking all the classes. There's like 1 or 2 others that are decent. Otherwise, you can probably just stick to this Knight and be okay. It's a matter of just what weapon they start with. So this one starts with the bow. despite him having a sword and shield. You start with the bow. Yeah, I have this muted, even though... Oh god, you're getting like raven sounds. This game, I do not want to hear anything that's going on in it. Yeah, weapon range, we need that. So I could sit here and spend 250 to reroll. Item allows to destroy. Again, the English is not too great, so I don't think it's made in an English native country. I don't even know what just popped up there on the right. Might just be telling me something random. But you have health, you have shield, which is just, you can, yeah, the armor means you can take damage from before it takes your health. So the trick to beating bosses is either you get lucky with your upgrades and upgrade your weapons a bunch, or you get the ability that regenerates your health, and so you kind of don't take as much damage as you're giving, as you're, rebuilding and all that, and you just never die. That's how I beat my first boss in the PS4 version. I didn't understand what happened. It doesn't... Also, you can't pull up a list or anything of like what stuff you've unlocked. Also, every time, I'm usually holding to the right when I'm moving, and it hovers over the home button to quit, and I have to be very careful. It's the same thing in those, the chest and all that, so I'm usually hovering on the skip button. Let's see, what do we get here? Yeah, more health is good. Yeah, I'm gonna get bodied. I'm just moving. I'm moving. Okay. There we go. So, also, if you see these little paths here, if you get trapped in them, you're dead. Because the enemies can move around freely, you can't. Not even in those bits where it looks like it's open. You can't move out of those. Also in this one, if you get enemies that are shooting like blast or something, they keep moving while it's paused. So if you want to avoid those, pause the game. Again, just tips and tricks of things I've learned of how bad this game is. I also don't recommend buying it, so if you're on console and want one of these, and you're on PlayStation where there's no Vampire Survivors, I could pull up a list of a couple of games here. But yeah, the purple bats are basically one hit. These are, yeah, a couple of hits. But yeah, I'm getting the XP gems pulling at me, so that makes that a little easier. If I get the coins pulling at me, that would be nice, but I was gonna get movement speed up. Kind of stay away from everybody. So yeah, there's like openish areas. This one's a bit tougher to kind of navigate. These maps are fairly big, but there's literally no reason to explore. Again, it's just to find these trees. As you can see, I clipped through the sprite for that, so you can get enemies caught on them and take advantage of that. There we go. The coins are gonna come at me. You upgrade that and they move faster. It's nothing too amazing to this game. Again, it's a bad game. It's a bad one of these. I'm mainly playing this because I want to show it to somebody so that it stops being a thing that I feel like I'm the only one that knows about, and that other people can check it out. And yeah, I've thought about doing videos on my own channel of ranking these things, and like keeping Vampire Survivors is like one I don't rank very often, for a while. Just do a bunch of these games, and this would probably be the worst one I've played so far. But I also don't have that many. I have a Steam Group here 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 on here. I have probably 3 or 4 more on console, so back to this, sorry. Let's see, max health. Attack speed, I could probably do that. I could shoot a little bit faster. Yep, coins are gonna go faster than the gems, so. Yeah, at a certain point, the coins, where I'm at on the PS4 version, I think I still have to do, I think, 1 more of the hard stages, and then that's kind of it. And do the evolutions, because I don't have them, so I just literally have to take the screenshots of this and work my way through it. It's not too bad, but what I have to do, and then I can just move on from it forever. Like that moves the XP gems, this gets me health, I need health. Coins will be even more attracted to me. Okay, consumable, this is the shield, when it says damage reduced by 5. That's the shield. I'm surprised the blast dudes aren't here yet. I might have to get to. Hold on a sec. Apologies. Let's see here. Just gonna keep running around. Maybe this will be a successful run. Not that I'm intending it to be. I just had to show this off. I looked up the Steam reviews. That's how I found out it was actually... Oh, this is the end of the map. Okay, I've never done that before. Yeah, I see the camera just unhooked itself from right near the bottom of the screen. But, I was like, is this one? The description didn't necessarily mention it or make it super obvious. And I looked up the Steam reviews and they were like, yeah, this is trying to be one of these, but it's really bad and kind of broken. I was like, ooh, that's intriguing. I haven't played like a bad one of these. But yeah, as I said, I would like to maybe do a rankings. I got another one that I want to do for a different genre that I'm pretty into. That I've been thinking about doing for most of the year that I haven't gotten around to it, other than making a Word doc, or not a Word doc, a Notepad doc that I could use for it. Let's see. There's like a Dwarven Whetstone. It's like, I don't know if that's the one I need for this, but I'm just not going to bother just yet. And yes, there are ways to spawn those coins and XP gems out of your range of being able to pick them up in some of the stages. That's a fun thing until you get this ability to have them come to you. That's definitely a thing that can happen. They'll just sit there, so you're not really missing out too much. Yeah, as you can see here, cannot walk into it. It's a solid thing. Okay, we're doing all right here. 7 minutes. Yeah, I have no idea what the music is. I have it turned down, so I'll take that just to fill up my health. Shouldn't offer those again until I'm below full health. I got all these guys here like this, so I can just line them up and take them down while these zombies and other dudes show up. I'm just getting money, so I got a ton of money. You can always see what your overall total of coins is, because it never displays anything else. Okay. Also, when you get new weapons, which it hasn't even offered me any weapons. When you get new weapons, it always changes the aiming arrow to the right. Oh, this is a wall. Again, I've not really explored this map too much, so okay, they're not as big as I thought they might be. So yeah, it's a very simple one of these. It's bad because these things don't work super well. But yeah, once we hit the time limit, which I think it said 15 minutes, it'll just spawn the boss, kill all the enemies, then that boss might spawn others. Okay, here we go. This will be a fun one to show you. This just comes out of the sky. From the top. Always the top, no matter what direction you pick. See, I'm pointing to the left, it's coming out of the top. So you basically just want to aim this at a crowd. Nothing too complicated here. But now you can't tell it's doing anything. When you level up, it gets more. So I guess to be a skill that you kind of build up here of just aiming that for specific enemies is one of the enemies you start with. So I told you they keep going. So if you're ever overwhelmed, you just pause. I don't know if they hit you in the pause screen if they do damage. I haven't tested that out fully, but I just love that the hero starts with the knight starts with a sword and shield, but never uses them. It's not an attack they have. Yeah, it's these guys with the little lantern that's hanging. Okay, good. I'm gonna go back out. Yeah, I lost one armor. I was clashing with enemies, but not in the range. There's weird times where that stops working, where they don't attack you. Even if you're getting crowded, you're just seemingly like just outside of their range that they can do damage, and you just sit there and push up against them and never take any damage. So this is a ranged weapon, not a melee weapon. If you remember that one thing I got, told me I could stop ranged attacks with melee weapons, is because this is not a melee weapon. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, get more health, that's fine. But if you get that regeneration thing, you basically don't need to worry about health again. So you don't need to do the upgrade of the pure number unless you want to. Never hurts, but when a boss comes, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so yeah, there's daggers. Yeah, I do technically have a limit there over in the items, 14 of 20, but you initially start with like 5, and once you finish up all the upgrades, it's going to be more than you really ever need. Because you're either going to reach the boss points. Okay, yeah, every time I'm discovering new items, I'm getting more coins out of that, and it's a pathetic amount of coins. 15 coins at this point is nothing. I've literally got 9,000 coins. It's like, hey, you got 15 coins for clicking on this thing for the first time. And it's like, great. I do love it's offering those health points in decimal points. So you can see that I have 35.7, but it just gives me 36 because the game itself practically doesn't have any way of dealing with decimals, so it just rounds it up or down. Let's test it out. Okay, I'm not taking any damage. Those ones were directly aiming at me. So, another way to cheese the game. I don't know how much they've updated this game either, so that's another thing. I doubt they're gonna fix anything. The Steam reviews are very much consistently bad. It's all bad reviews. I don't think there's a good one in there. Yeah, more armor. 15, wow. Oh, I lost one because of that. One shot. Yep, again. Alright, I'll just make the XP gems come at me. Yeah, only 3 is not great. I probably could use an upgrade on the arrows there. More armor, so great. Oh, there's a bunch up here. I just let go. These guys do a lot of damage if you get hit by them, but again, it's not really a concern if you keep your distance. Yeah, as you can see, the arrow's pointing to the right. I did not do that. It does that after every item you pick. Yeah, I feel like this is a game that they just ran out of time or money to keep working on it or something. I don't know. I like to find a reasonable answer for why this game is the way it is, but it's also like it's just a bad game. It happens. It's like a weird thing with like all the apology letters for bad games. It's like sometimes bad games are just bad because the developers weren't capable of making a better game, and that's not like condemning them or anything for it, just sometimes it doesn't work out. Another game that turns out bad was like one that was bad because they didn't want to make it good. Let's see. Range is probably pretty good. I think that means I can get more attacks or go further on the screen. Maybe that's going further, I don't know. I haven't scientifically measured it. Okay, that one dropped a chest, and then this one dropped a chest. These are all armors. Why? I got as much as I have health. So effectively doubled my health. There we go, that's what I wanted. So I'm shooting 4 arrows. Just kind of slightly wider range of arrows, but more to do damage with, so that's good. Yeah, luckily these videos shouldn't take too long to upload. It's not like if I stream tomorrow I'm gonna be in bad shape as far as getting it done before then. It's sometimes the unfortunate thing about a Saturday stream, but maybe I won't stream on Saturday. Maybe I'll just record some videos. I have some other bad games I wanted to record some videos. This one, Sudoku Master, I might just show you a little bit of it here. It might be one of the worst games I've played in a while. So you think Sudoku Master, okay, pretty simple Sudoku game, and yeah, but it's all cursor based, and it freezes every few seconds. has performance issues on a Sudoku game. Again, it's like, I'm not gonna act like you can't have issues in a Sudoku game, performance issues or whatever. But that's interesting. Yeah, that undead thing is what the Necromancer has, and I think it's broken by default. There we go. There's this guy. If I can go around and get the armor stuff and all that. So I can get him to stop whenever. Just get closer and do damage this way. It's like a couple armor damage, but not that much. These guys don't drop health stuff or anything, XP or anything. Again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one. I feel like I'm eating damage here that I don't need to. Not 'cause these are all dead. Maybe I'll beat him before he kills me. If he's gonna keep doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna beat him. Okay, I'll get a trophy here. There you go. I survived. Oh, what? Oh. I went up to this game how I went up a trophy level. Yeah, it just shows you all the items, so you can see all that. You can click on some of them. Maybe not. I don't think there's anything else to buy on these. Yeah. So I'll show you the Necromancer and how broken that one is. I can also get a one that's not broken. What was the ones that I used? Storm Mage has the lightning. This one might also be pretty good too. The Priest. Fire Mage might be good, but maybe this one's working right on this one. I don't know. See, I'm aiming to this side and it's only working on one side. Maybe that's what it only does, but then it's a very dumb thing. Why do I have triangles on the screen? Is this showing where enemies are at off screen? It wasn't doing that last time, was it? I don't think so. This is also a very ham-fisted ability because that's literally the only thing you can do. And again, it doesn't. So from here, everything's completely useless. Yeah, it's just a bad game. It happens. Have they tried? Like the art's kind of neat, if not kind of. Okay, yeah, this is the one thing this thing has. These things do attacks on you when you get nearby, so you want to be careful. But it's pretty easy to stay out of their way. Yeah, this is the hardest hero to have because they do not work. So yeah. See, look, I'm pushing up against them. I'm not taking any damage. Because I'm coming at outside of their range, their attack range. Aha, I'm outside of their range. Oh, am I getting more health back? Is that for like every so often I do damage or something? Can't even get like one level up. Yeah. That's just a bad game. I don't want to play any more of this. I got my trophy, so I'm okay for the day. But that's Hack and Shoot Heroes. That's out on at least PlayStation and PC. It's a bad game. Don't play it for one of these. As you're missing because it's where I'm at. Version 1.7.0, so it's been updated. This game's just bad. So thank you all. Have a good one. We'll check out another game here before we're done, so keep an eye on one of the other videos.